Hi everyone, welcome to part 4 of the day dress project. I just thought I'd give you an overview of what we will be teaching and what you'll be learning through the course of this project. First of all, we will be talking about the design itself and the reason that we chose this particular design, and all the components within it have a very specific reason that we wanted to incorporate it into this project. Also, we'll be teaching you about various fabric types, and specifically for this project, cotton or linen, and why we choose to use a natural fiber such as cotton or linen. And then we will begin by showing you the basic stitches and techniques that are used in this project. Like I said, everything that you learn can be applied to other projects and is the basis for all further projects. So the first thing is, how do you thread a needle? Well, I'm going to refer you to our earlier videos on how to thread a needle and how to knot it. So I'm not going to go into that. That way I would just be repeating myself. You can watch that on your own. And we'll show you how to finish the edges of fabric so they're not raw. Make basting and marking stitches and thread tracing. I'll explain more what that means as we go into it. And then we apply these techniques, these stitching techniques, to use for marking or for sewing seams or for transferring marks. You might have heard of something called tailor's tacks, because we do not use chalk or pencil on the real fabric. So you need to transfer information from one layer to the other or after a fitting using tailor's tacks and thread tracing. And then we will go over how to finish edges of seams, and then how to do a hem stitch for this project. And then how to do crocheted belt loops. We don't need a crochet hook, we do it with our hands. Then also we go through how we secure the waist, calling a stay and what that means, and how to sew hooks on and snaps properly. Then before you get into the project, we talk about how you're going to prepare your fabric. Just because you bought it off the bolt, you brought it home, and you think it's ready to cut, it's not. There are certain things that we need to do before you even cut into fabric. Then we talk about and show you how to press fabrics properly, and how to press seams and when to press them to get a good outcome. How to lay out fabric on your table for cutting and laying out your pattern pieces. We cover machine stitching basics, and we also cover dart formation. I mean, what are they in the first place? Why do we use them? And why are they where they are in this particular project? And then how to finish the edges of like a neckline or an armhole. We're using binding, which we call self-binding, because we use the same fabric as the material. And then we go through how to take measurements for yourself or for a client, then how to create a working sketch and why we even need a working sketch. And we go into the basics of pattern drafting. That is a biggie. So if you were going to create your own designs now and in the future, drafting your own patterns is crucial. You don't really want to hire someone else to do this, because pattern drafting is a skill set all of its own. We go into the basics for this project, and every project thereafter, we assume that you know how to do these basics to begin with. And then we go into the project itself, like how do we begin, where to begin, and what steps we take, and fittings, and so forth. And while I'm on the subject of fittings, that's another biggie. There's so much to learn about how to do a fitting properly, to be able to even see what needs to be when something doesn't fit right. Okay, back step, to recognize that it doesn't fit right and it doesn't sit right, because we have to teach you what to expect, and then how to approach how to fix it and how to make it fit properly. That's something that is quite in depth, and I will explain much more about that as we go into the project. And the other skill that or technique that we will be covering is how to put a zipper in. And there's so many different ways of installing zippers. This is one way, and it's probably the easiest way. So we start with what's the easiest. There's a lot that you're going to be learning in this single project. So over the course of this project, you will be learning many techniques, and you'll have practice at them. I just want to sum this up quickly now again, if I can. All the components that will be taught in this project course of the day dress, all of the things that you'll be learning, are the basis, are the fundamentals for carrying on for the future. So having this under your belt is where we begin everything else. So we're going to teach you the techniques and methods for taking measurements, construction and detailing, pattern making, fittings, pressing, finishing, and all about the materials and the ways to handle the materials in it. So there's a lot that you're going to be taught, and we look forward to having you join us. So good luck, and looking forward to having you follow us. Again, I want to make it clear that the entire project is going to be on video for your use. Part of it will be for free on YouTube so that you can refer to it for free and at your will at any time. However, the in-depth project will be for those people who have signed up to our membership and have the subscription. I will let you in on the secrets as we go anyways.